You know that feeling when you walk down a pharmacy aisle and you're just hit with this wall of options? It's like a whole universe of health solutions packed onto a few shelves. Well, today we're going to take a tour of that universe. We'll use one company's lineup to really understand the thinking behind the modern medicine cabinet. Let's get into it.
It all really boils down to one huge question. What does it actually take to support our bodies through everything life throws at us? And it's not a simple answer, because our health is kind of like a tale of two completely different needs.
See, on one hand, you've got the proactive stuff, building a really strong foundation for your body. This is your daily toolkit, the vitamins, the protein, all the essential nutrients that keep the engine running smoothly before there's a problem.
And then on the other hand, you have the reactive side. This is for when something specific pops up and you need a targeted fix, whether it's for digestion, your liver, or women's health. The range of solutions here is just enormous.
So, to make sense of this whole pharmacy on a shelf, we're going to break it down. We'll organize everything into three main categories. This way, we can really see the strategy behind how modern medicine approaches our well-being.
All right, our first category is all about laying the groundwork. We're calling it Nourish and Fortify, and it focuses on the absolute foundations of wellness. Think of this as getting your body prepped and ready for, well, pretty much anything. Before your body can even think about fighting off sickness, it needs the basic raw materials just to operate. We're talking about the essentials, minerals like iron, proteins to build tissue, vitamins that spark all those chemical reactions. These are the non-negotiables, the absolute building blocks of you.
Now, this is really cool. This slide shows how much thought goes into even the most basic needs. Both of these products deliver things like iron and folic acid, but one is a tablet for adults and the other is a liquid drop for a kid. It's a perfect example of how the delivery method is tailored not just to the nutrient, but to the person who's taking it.
And even within this foundations category, there's a big difference between products. On one side, you've got macronutrients, like this protein powder, which give you the big picture fuel for energy and growth. And on the other side, you've got micronutrients, like in these vitamin capsules, which are the tiny but super critical parts that run the show behind the scenes. You absolutely need both.
And just so we're clear, protein is not just for bodybuilders. It is the fundamental stuff your body uses to build and repair every single tissue, from your muscles all the way to your skin.
Okay, so our foundation is solid. But what happens when things actually go wrong? That brings us to our second category. Defend and repair. These are the body's first responders, the tools we pull out when we need immediate backup.
The medical term for all this is acute care. And the key words to remember here are short-term and immediate relief. This isn't about managing something for years, it's about dealing with a problem that's happening right here, right now, like an infection or a sudden pain.
And a lot of the time, that immediate problem is an outside invader. So the first line of defense in modern medicine is all about finding and neutralizing threats, like these nasty bacteria here that have managed to get past our defenses.
And this is one of the go-to tools for that fight. A product like this actually combines two different antibiotics. Why? Well, it creates a powerful, broad-spectrum weapon that can take on a whole range of different bacterial infections. It's a strategic combo designed for maximum impact. But what if the problem isn't some bug from the outside? What happens when the issue comes from within, like pain or inflammation? Well, that calls for a way more nuanced approach.
And this table shows that nuance perfectly. Get this, not all pain is the same, right? So look at this family of products. The first one, Pytilia P, is your baseline for general pain and fever. But if you have pain with swelling, you'd go for Pytilia SP, which adds a special enzyme to fight that inflammation. And if your pain comes from muscle spasms, you need a totally different combo, like the one in Pytilia TH. It's an amazing strategy of matching the solution to the specific source of the pain. Okay, let's move on to our final category, which takes that idea of specialization to a whole new level. This is targeted system support, where we're zooming in and providing super specific solutions for particular parts of the body.
For instance, let's look at the respiratory system. A cough syrup like this isn't just some generic stop coughing medicine. Nope, it's formulated with very specific ingredients to break up chest congestion and make it easier to breathe. It's designed to help one system and one system only.
Or how about the digestive system? A product with prebiotics and probiotics is a perfect example of this targeted support. The best way to think about it is like gardening.
The prebiotics are the fertilizer for the good bacteria you already have, and the probiotics are like planting new seeds. It's a two-part approach to cultivating a healthy gut.
And this targeting is getting more and more precise. You see products like this uterine tonic that are developed to address the very specific needs of one particular group of people. It's a really clear sign that healthcare is shifting away from that old one-size-fits-all model and moving towards truly personal care.
So when you put it all together, the foundation, the first responders, and the specialists, a bigger picture starts to emerge. The goal isn't just to live longer. It's about boosting the quality of that life. It's about what the author Robert Heinlein said, the goal is to live well.
And that brings us to one last thought. We've just toured this incredible toolkit designed to tackle almost any health problem imaginable. But as we develop a precise solution for every single little ailment, it makes you wonder, right? Is our relationship with our own health getting simpler or a whole lot more complex? Something to think about.